Really, nigga?
We lied though.
God damn.
Right when we gonna lie, the cat with the hat.
God damn.
I want to back your light up a little bit.
Shit. Bad. I mean, I did push her into it though. I ain't gonna lie. But I told her not to get up here. I was trying to prevent her. She too damn fast.
All right, let me tweet this shit out. And me and Bryce gonna talk about the current events of the week.
Yes, sir.
In a little under an hour and 30 minutes. I ain't gonna lie to you. We rushing this hoe. Because I can't miss that first fight.
You trying to do a reaction or what?
I don't know if it's going to. Because last time I did it, I bought it, you know? And I don't know how the janky ones are going to, you know?
Bro, it ain't got to be perfect. Motherfuckers be doing reactions and they don't be showing the fight. They just be watching and talking about it.
We got to get on the same page. All right. No, I'm saying like we got to be watching it at the same time because if your shit lag and my shit lag, we on different protocols. You gonna see some shit that I ain't saying some shit.
My analyst ain't that great. My analysis ain't that great. It ain't like
you don't even know who fighting and shit.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't like I'm about to be commentating like the ass. It's just gonna be an interesting.
It's gonna be damn, that was a nice punch.
Yeah. It ain't like
nigga.
Like
I ain't Joe Rogan.
Yeah, exactly. Like we ain't gotta be on that point. We ain't gotta be that.
All right. You ready? I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm sharing it right now. I'm good though. I'm ready.
All right, about to start about the D French show. My bad. The Absolute Sure podcast in 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome back, man. It's your boy D Friend.
Yes, sir. We back. It's your boy B Neil.
We back with another episode 101 of the Absolute Sure podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed the last R&B top 100 podcast that we did. That was very fun and entertaining. So I hope you enjoyed it
on YouTube.
Oh yeah, they blocked it. They blocked it. So the only way you can really hear it is if you go to SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes and search up Absolute Sure, and you will find it there. The full 3 hours, and you'll find out who the winner of the competition was. And I think, in my opinion, we picked the great winner.
I was listening because, you know, Chili's, they got their R&B selections, and they be actually playing, because they be playing the radio too. Heard differences today. I think I heard it was some songs I played. I'm like, yeah, them hoes hard, but I'm happy with my selection, bro. Just to let y'all know if y'all ain't go back and watch. Was it Let Me Love You? Yeah, Mario, Let Me Love You. That was it.
That was a clear winner right there.
We determined when you go to the R&B categories and what you ask out of R&B artists, he had the vocals, he had the hook, the beat was amazing. Like, he displayed everything you want out of a great R&B song, and I'm happy with it. And what it beat? It beat some pretty good songs. But what was the last song it beat?
Confessions
Usher,
Part 2.
Confessions. And the reason it beat it because Usher was great content, great story, but the singing, it wasn't like he was going crazy. Then one thing we did at the end when we got to the later rounds, played at the end of the song. Who had them? Because you know R&B, bro, that's when niggas start to show out at the end of the songs.
Yeah.
So we said let's listen to the niggas rant at the end, and bro, Let Me Love You, bro. It's tough.
It was running. He was running. He was running that hell. You gotta give it. You can't deny the greatness of Mario when he was doing what the fuck he was doing. You just can't do it. I'm sorry.
Did you pick Let Me Love You?
Yeah. I knew it was gonna win. I know I had that one in the bag.
You thought that was it? You knew that was it from the jump?
I love that record, man. That's a great record.
No, that was one of the ones back in the day I used to have on repeat. No,
hey, bro, that's a great record. I thought it was gonna win, and it won.
I wasn't that confident in none of the songs, bro, because that's just how hard the R&B was. I wasn't confident in any of them. I was like, Take You Down could be one of them. Like it was so many different ones. Like I had no idea who was gonna win. I really didn't, and I don't feel like D-Friend just pushed that song. I mean, I feel like Ignition was getting pushed more than anything. I'm like,
he was not fucking with Ignition. I was like, bro, Ignition hard.
Fuck with it, but R&B, it's a good song. It's a great song. Fuck, I'm talking about. It's a great song. But best R&B, like it's a good party dance song. So that's why I was kind of stuck at right there.
Yeah, but Hope you guys enjoyed that. We got a bunch of shit to get into today before UFC 268 takes place. Kobe Covington versus Kamaru Usman and Rose Namajunas versus Zhang Wei Li. And I got to get if Gaethje and Chandler were not fighting on the first fight and they were fighting where they should be right before the 2 title fights, then we could go a little bit longer. But we got about an hour and 23 minutes to knock out a good portion of these topics, and I feel like we can do it. We can do it. Let's stay concise, stay precise, and we'll be all right. So, what you want to have? It's so much shit.
Each of us a conclusion here.
Yeah, have your conclusion ready. So I think it's only fitting because we are based out of Houston, Texas, that we address the Astroworld festival situation before we get into anything else. So obviously, everybody's probably heard this by now. Astroworld Fest happened yesterday, the first day of Travis Scott's 3-day festival in Houston, Texas, and 8 people have been pronounced dead, and hundreds of other people are injured due to there's multiple stories coming out about what happened. I don't know what's true and what's not true.
I've seen a few video footage where they trampled the barricades.
That's one thing I saw where they were trampling at the beginning. But a lot of people's concern was the inside. Like, while they said whenever Travis started performing, that's when everybody started to push to the front, crowd around, and it's so dark outside, so many people jumping around. If you take one slip, people just start tap dancing on you, really. Like, they just start,
Even on accident, too. Like,
even if they don't even know it, they're just fucking moving around.
You got drunk people. It's a lot. Bro, it's even when you go to concerts that's not that deep. Like, I went to the concert in whatever the fuck it was, the Reliant Center.
With Kendrick NRG Lamar. Arena?
Yeah, when TDE first was like starting out.
Yeah.
And everybody was kind of packed in. It's hard to breathe, and you got to, it's like, as you start trying to get closer and closer to the front, if you're not there early, bro, it gets so damn impossible because everybody just like this on each other because everybody want to be in the front.
That's not fun. I don't want to go to shit like that.
Yeah, they had people where you could sit down, but shit, I thought we was going to have
That's where I want to be. I want to be where the motherfuckers sitting down at. Like, we can stand up, to turn up, but I want to be where it's at least organized to where, like, I'm in my seat. This is my section. Like, you could be by me in my section, but we're not just sardined up like the Astroworld Fest. And that's why people lost their lives. But also, what'd you say?
Hot as hell. People passing out is hot as hell. Like, it's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
Drunk. That's not good feelings.
No.
You mixing a lot of bad shit together. Sweating.
So what they're trying to say is there's a lot of drug use that took place, and that's why a lot of people were passing out. And that's why there was a bunch of people having heart attacks. And I said that makes sense. I'm sure if you take some of these pills that get you kind of hyped up, and then you already hyped up off your own adrenaline, like your heart probably can't take that, and your shit gonna start, and going crazy.
Apples are red, nigga. The sky is blue. That's what the nigga said when drugs was at. The nigga, have you been to festivals, nigga?
Yeah, but the thing is now they saying it ain't just no regular ecstasy shit. They saying it's that fentanyl shit. They lacing shit.
Bro, I'm not gonna throw anybody under the bus, but friends that I know, they'll take pills, then they be like, bro, I was up for 48 hours. I was up for 72 hours.
Oh, yeah, no.
Travis Fest is how long?
72 hours.
People was like, bro,
they close and open back up, but
I know now.
They're ready for the next day.
People doing these drugs, like, bro, we about to be up for 7 days straight. I mean, 7. I'm tripping. 3 days straight.
Yeah.
And you gotta think, yeah, bro, people do that shit. They trying to get the most out of their $350. Nigga, that shit expensive.
Yeah.
When I was laughing, I'm like, bro, you waiting in line, bro. It's like at a certain point, bro, I'm trying to get in. I spent a lot of motherfucking money and I'm standing in line. So I understand the trampling a little bit, but
I feel like the trampling that couldn't have been niggas who bought tickets. Cause I think it's just people like, we just go pull up, fuck it. Cause at that point, if I do all that, if I break the barricade to get in, and I paid $350 and I'm in here now, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. I'm like, goddamn, what I pay for? I could have just fucking got it here for free. I feel that's just people trying to be on the scene, and they're like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like, because these are all like young people, I'm assuming. People like 23 to like teenage, whatever. They probably got them WhatsApps and they're all in their chat. Hey, let's meet up at the all right, bro, raise your time. Let's get it. And then, like, I've seen videos, because you know it's over that hill, right? Like, it's like NRG Stadium, and it's over the hill, or it's over that little walkway that goes over the freeway.
Like an Astroworld.
Yeah. And they just show video, people just climbing. It looked like the fucking war, what's it called? World War Z with zombies climbing over there. I'm like, bro.
I didn't see that shit.
Is that shit that serious?
Is it? But doing shit in Houston, scam city of America, if y'all don't know that, one of the top scam cities in America, especially in the South.
Where you get that stat
from?
from?
We gonna get over. Huh?
Where you get that stat from?
We are. Look it up. Then, nigga, go to the banks and try to open certain bank accounts. Nigga, there's so much shit that you can't do in Texas and Houston because niggas ain't got help. And then it got so bad where Louisiana had to stop doing certain Hey, brothers, I don't know what I'm talking about. Hey, yeah, niggas be scamming.
I don't know what you talk about.
I ain't want to get into definitely ain't want to get into nothing. Okay. So I'm just saying, I know I've heard banks say, yeah, they basically had to can't do certain shit that other states can do because it's so high scamming in Houston. But yeah, Houston gonna get over on you. I'm sorry. That's how we do. We finesse. We the finesse kids.
And then there was a report that came out that said what caused all the panic was someone was pricking people with needles. They was injecting drugs into people.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
You believe that? Because, I mean, the fire department said that one of their officers or a police officer or somebody, they got pricked in the neck and they became unconscious. They had to give them Narcan to, get them back right. When I first seen that, I thought that was a fake story because it said someone close to Astroworld, like a person who's like runs Astroworld Festival, said that. And I was like, I think that's more. I thought initially that was more of like a PR thing to try to, really turn a blind eye to the culture of actual like festival life, because we see that shit all the time. People get pushed up against them cages. I've literally watched festivals where someone there is getting pushed up against the front cage, and people got to like save their life and pull them over because everybody behind them is just crushing them to the front of the goddamn barricade. So that's what I thought it was initially. Now the police department said it. I mean, would they be covering for Live Nation?
You know a little more than me, so I'm not so sure if there was a cover up type thing or diverge, the focus. But for the most part, motherfuckers been spiking drinks since drinks been made. So I'm pretty sure it's possible because it's just those type of people out there. You get a mass group of people, bro. I mean, the odds are
it's easy to take advantage of that shit.
I mean, when you think about, there's probably like every 1,000 people, there's one bad person.
Yeah,
those numbers get heightened when you go to.
There's 50,000 people.
Yeah, they know it's gonna be drunk girls. It's a lot of things that they know they may can rob you. It's a lot of things that could go on because it's a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's probably people. And you got to think too when you're in that environment and it's so packed. It's obviously the deaths trump every type of news that there is, obviously. But you can probably imagine the amount of people that wallets got stolen. And when you jumping, I'm grabbing in your pockets. I'm just coming through, whoop, 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 stealing shit. Like,
feel that shit? I wonder if I ever been pickpocketed.
I don't think so. I think I would have known. But I'm saying, not that I would have known, like, that I would have felt them, but I would have, I've never looked at my shit like, oh, damn, where's my card, or where's my cash, or where's my, like, that's why I feel like.
Times I lost some shit, I'm like, bro, I just had this shit. And I'm like, maybe I dropped it and I just chunk it up to me being a klutz. And motherfucker could have got pickpocketed.
No, you probably got pickpocketed.
Nah, it's happened too many times. I don't think I am a klutz. I'm just saying, like, maybe once I've done
klutz. I'm a klutz. I never heard nobody say this shit in real life.
Bro, I got paid by this nigga Johnny for vacuuming a motherfucking daycare. We was in that hole for like 12 hours. And then we had to go back the next day for another like 8. I got paid and lost the money within like an hour. Like, I don't know where I put it. I didn't know somebody stole it. I'm a klutz. Needing the money. It was rent season. That was like our job season. It was like klutz.
Nah, you fucked up that one.
Oh, brother.
So what do you think happens to Astroworld Festival now going forward? You think it's a wrap forever?
Demonic Travis Scott.
Oh God! I seen that dude's video. I think it was a ritual.
I believe it's a ritual because anything dealing with Hollywood and a lot of shit. Regardless,
God. Here we go.
But I ain't got. I'm not here to talk to the masses about that because that don't even matter to them. I'm saying more on the sense of like people was like, oh, he should have stopped the show type shit. Oh, he was like right there when the dude was passing out type shit. People calling him bad person and evil for that. Not so much the demonic ritual shit. I
kind of like push back on that because there's a clip that's going around where it's like he's looking at somebody and he's like singing. He's like, yeah. He's like, I guess he's like just trying to like slowly continue the show. But if you watch that full clip, before he starts doing that, he says, hey, security, can you please come help this person? And then he starts to do the little whatever thing because it's like he's looking at one side that's probably got 10,000.
Like, oh, you should be 10 minutes. You should have stopped 15 minutes. Take a knee type shit. Basically. But my perspective is like, well, I mean, the show must go on. People pay millions. If you account how much money people spend for this shit.
Yeah. That's why I said, like, he's facing one way that's probably got 5,000 people. Behind him is another 45,000 people that don't know what the fuck is going on over there. They expecting the show behind you. You better turn your ass around and give us a show. I don't give a damn what's going on over there. It's a sad thing to say, but that's how people feel.
They want him to be perfect and be so fucking calm in the moment to be like, hey guys, I know you guys ready to party. My somebody's down. Let's all ball our heads. Like, bro, he's Scrambling like, bro, you don't know who on his ear. You don't know what's going on in this man's head, bro. Yeah. Like, it's a million things going on in this man's head. It's not that he's just a regular artist. Nigga, this is his show. Like, if this shit don't go well, like, it's investors. No more. It's all type of shit that go on with that. Like, bro gotta make this shit work because he trying to do it again next year. Maybe push this shit to another city. Like, this nigga got goals in it. Like, so obviously, like, well, you gotta outweigh your more. But all this shit is going on in his mind at once. If he don't act perfect, then nigga, all right. Like, I'm not.
And it is also like if you look at what's going on, if you look at the moments where you catch him seeing shit, it's like he's seeing it happen, but there's already the people who are supposed to handle that. They're there handling that. You know what I'm saying? Like if the kid's on the ground and if I'm Travis and I see EMS and police officers tending to him, he's being attended to, right? They're doing their job. So, okay, let me turn over here while they're doing their job and let me continue doing my job. He can't see. You got to think, bro, if you're standing in front of 50,000 people, you can't I don't know what people think that artists see when they're up there. If they can see everything going on and then they got the light shining on them. You did the little shit in high school, right? The little starlet shit.
Yeah.
You remember when we was up there? You can't see nobody.
It's dark.
I can't see nobody. But we got to find somebody to blame, and Travis Scott is the artist. It's his shit. Like, even the people who was like when they were trying to pull out unconscious people in their little go-karts, and there's the festival goers, they're like climbing on top of the carts and jumping. Like, bro, they're trying to save people, and y'all are like stalling them from saving people's lives.
Look at our generation. I'm like, bro, these kids drunk. They kids being kids, bro. They not thinking, oh my God, somebody's about to die if the ambulance don't get over there. Like, what's the shit in Corpus Christi, or what's the shit that's down south with Slitterbun and shit with the time of year during spring break? Yeah.
Talking about South Padre?
Yeah, South Padre. People go down there, bro. They got whole temporary hospitals they got to set up because so many people get hurt.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it happens. It ain't even got to be a festival. It could just be a big event with a bunch of people. Like, and it's gonna happen, bro. People do dumb shit.
Especially if it is a drug related thing they're saying for a lot of these people. I feel like the more that shit keeps getting laced with that fentanyl shit, the more you're gonna see this shit happening. Like, I don't think this is a one-off thing. I don't think this is like, oh, this happened in Astroworld, this is never gonna happen again. Whenever there's another festival, if that certain what's it called, laced drug gets passed around, it's gonna happen more frequently. And I don't see a way for festivals to really clamp down on the drug usage at these festivals.
Not their job.
That's what I'm saying. Though. I'm saying like when people die at your function, they're always gonna blame you. It don't matter if it's their job. They're always gonna blame you.
I can understand that from a media or a social justice perspective.
Not even social justice, just a liability thing. If you have a place and people
shit like that, I'm like, some things are out of my control as far as people. If like, so how many cops do you think you need? Like, you got to have 30, 40 cops for a festival?
They're 700.
Huh? 700?
Yeah.
Well, nigga, you got to take all the cops out of Houston.
That wasn't. You can't have like if there's 50,000 people, we can't have 50,000 police officers. It's not gonna work.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's almost damn near impossible. Like,
especially when people are
act stupid. It's not anyone's fault but the people. I'm sorry. Yeah. You can't blame anyone for that. No, it don't matter. It don't matter if you brought military. If people going to act stupid, nigga, the people will win. They're outnumbered. Yeah. So it's the same example. It's just in a smaller case. Like,
and me saying the fentanyl shit. None of that's been confirmed yet, but that's what people are. That's another layer to the. It's like the suffocation from being so cramped up to the trampling, and then they add in that element as well, right? Like drugs, trampling, suffocation. It's a full toxic environment.
Thing, bro. It's gonna always be a thing. Yeah. Like it's been like that for festivals forever, bro. The fucking Burning Man, like, bro, people overdose. Like, this is always gonna be a thing. People get raped. We was talking about that when we went to the Renaissance Festival. Like, it happens, bro, because it's people, and it's so many people, you really can't watch them, bro. Like, anything can happen, bro. I'm sorry. People, no matter how much government want to do it, they can't surveil it. They can't surveillance us enough because there's not enough people to do it. Like, it's not. So,
if trampling was a major, did I say the ages of the people that died already? So they came out and said it was a 14-year-old, 16-year-old, two 21-year-olds, two 23-year-olds, a 27-year-old, and then they said one unknown. They didn't know the age of the other person. And then there was a 10-year-old who was there who was critically injured. But they don't know. I don't think the 10-year-old passed away or not, but they were injured severely. But
would they stop Black Friday? Should happen every year.
No, they're not gonna stop Black Friday.
Walmart not responsible for that shit.
But I do think they might. I was thinking like with this going on, like it's just like a bad media stain on. Because every time you think about Astroworld Festival, you're gonna think about this. So I wonder, like, kids don't give a fuck. Like people who go to this shit, they're gonna go next year. If it's here, they'll be there. They don't.
It's gonna be even bigger next year.
Yeah, they don't give a. They'll be there next year. But I was thinking, I was like, what do you think they would do to try to? If the major issue was suffocation, trampling, I was saying I would not even the ticket sales. This is what I said they should do. They should do maybe the same way we do the rodeo, right? Like outside, you can have all the food, the drinks, and shit like that. And when you want to watch Travis, you go into the NRG Stadium. He's in the middle by himself. There's no like mosh pit around him. Everybody got their, like I said, I want to be in seats where people can't just fucking jump on me, and then have the walls guarded so people can't just be leaping over and doing dumb shit. And as soon as multiple people jump over, just make the announcements. If anybody jumps over this fence, it's done. Just to let you, if anybody leaps over here, I don't care if it's 5 people. If 5 people leap over this thing, the concert's over. And I'm going to let y'all know that when y'all buy y'all's tickets, this is how this is going to look. Travis is going to be in the middle of the stadium. Y'all can all, there's going to be 50,000 seats in there. If anybody jumps the barricade, we're shutting it down immediately. That's the only way I can see. Now, people were overdosing. They're going to overdose in the seats regardless. But at least you take away the element of trampling and suffocation.
Like all the different things you could think about. Over drinking. It's like we ain't even got to think about the pills and shit like that. Just drinking in general. Like people do that hard when they go to shit like that.
Yeah, people do that shit at the rodeo. They be going wild at the rodeo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm sure the wrecks be high as fuck at the end, but the rodeo don't get blamed. The rodeo don't get demonized like that. So I'm not in the campaign of doing it against Travis.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's like his like people are. He needs to say something. Like you already know he's gonna say something. He's gonna say something. It's his fucking event.
All the shootings that go on at the rodeo, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, but because my thing is, if you take away Travis's festival, you'd have to take away like every festival because they're all similar things. Nature. Maybe just because like people don't really focus on what goes on because Rolling Loud, like it's this how I look at it, right? Things happen at Rolling Loud, right? Rappers get into fights, feds arrest, like these things get known, but we don't really know what goes on in the crowd because this is how I look at Rolling Loud. I look at Rolling Loud like I look at the Shade Room, right? When the Shade Room posts shit about celebrities, there's no face to it, so they don't really too much harp on them or TMZ. Like, you know who owns TMZ, but it's not a face to it, right? Academics, though, we can't. In academics, it's Travis Scott. Every time academics post some shit, we gonna kill him because we know him. It's his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Most of the time, I don't know if it's Rolling Loud, but one of those ones where Hot 95 basically does a show in New York and it's
Summer Jam.
Summer Jam, there you go.
Yeah.
But it's a bunch of artists going to their shit versus, like you said, it's versus Travis Scott's name is on it. So it's bro.
And I'm sure like it's probably a lot of shit that we don't hear about. Like Coachella, people be out there freezing, but I'm sure there's a bunch of like sexual assaults that go on at Coachella. We just not gonna hear about it.
Yeah. We know.
So,
but it's a trendy topic, so everybody got an opinion. Yeah. Everybody just like an asshole.
And it's like shocking. And then when you see the certain videos, it's like Travis wasn't doing shit. He wasn't helping. It's like, I mean, I get it. Like I seen a video where this young girl had got on the like a little platform where the cameraman was, and he was telling her like, or she was telling him, somebody's dying over there. Somebody's dying over there. Now, maybe he could have like grabbed a radio and been like, hey, we got an alert over here, section, da-da-da, bring the paramedics, you know what I'm saying? But they're not going to stop the show. They ended up stopping it early because it was too much mass hysteria, obviously. You got ambulance driving through the crowd. It's like, okay, now we got a lot going on here. The ambulance is driving through the crowd. You got paramedics trying to roll. Like, something's going on. We got to stop this shit. So I get that. But if he just see one person maybe or two people out of 50,000 and those two people seem to be getting attended to, he's not going to stop the show for that. He's just not. So, yeah. Prayers to all the people in their families. That's sad. I ain't going to lie to you.
That's definitely crazy.
You go to have a good time and then
your
loved one passes away. It's like, what the fuck? And you already know the lawsuit's coming. I already know.
They probably should win, but I think you got to blame the city on that, right? Because
they're gonna sue everybody. They're gonna sue Travis Scott. They're gonna sue Live Nation. They're gonna sue Houston, probably Houston something, Harris County. They're gonna sue everybody and see what you get.
Yeah, it makes sense because I'm like he had the permit. So
do you hear that?
No, I can hear it through your shit. I hear it through like your microphone, but it's like not like. Lay down at least. Thank goodness.
Hear me?
Yeah. You sounded fine. I didn't hear nothing like that.
God, that shit was staticking like a motherfucker in my ear. All right. Anyways, we got a bunch of other shit to talk about. What you want to talk about? Henry Ruggs?
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about it. You think there's too much time? I know. I feel like everybody know about what happened because it was just that was the trending topic right before Travis.
Well, they added more charges to him. So now instead of facing 20, he's facing 46 years. Hold on, let me read this comment. The reason people on Travis is because it's his business venture, his festival. He funded and is responsible for the infrastructure. I get it, but I mean, it's also like this, right? He's responsible. He should have, but you got to think about it like this. This isn't the first Astroworld festival. This is this is like the third or fourth one. So if he got it right the first 3 years, what's the difference this year? Is the difference just the people were a little bit rowdy? He can't control the people's actions. You know what I'm saying? He going to do what he could do, and he had to get approved. I'm sure he'd get approved from the city. Like, okay, how
Definitely
many people
responsible for the infrastructure?
How many people can we have here? The city of Houston says
you got to get insurance and everything.
Yeah,
on that. He's not responsible for that.
The city of Houston will tell him you can have 50,000 people here. Okay, we're gonna produce 50,000 tickets. Okay, city of Houston, for these 50,000 people, how many police officers, security force do y'all recommend? We recommend you have 1,000. Okay, we'll pay for that as well.
It's required, and you have to pay for it.
Required, yeah. Here's 1,000. Okay, I paid for that. I got that checked off. Should we have an on-site little hospital wing just in case? Yes. Okay, we'll pay for that. Boom. Like, you do what you can do. Like, Travis Scott didn't throw this expecting people to start trampling and like breaking in and shit. I doubt he was expecting that. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, Henry Ruggs. I mean, it's just another sad story that could have been prevented, really.
Where was he leaving, like a club or something like that, or what?
Leaving Topgolf, driving 154 miles per hour. They said he was on a road that they say it's almost damn near impossible to drive that fast because of how congested the road is. So he really was trying to floor it just to be, Yeah.
So
you can see the video. Have you seen the video?
No.
Well, it's not the video of the crash, but like it's a surveillance video. You see, I guess, the young lady's car drive by, and then you see his shit just zoom, like just going, and that's when I guess they got into the car. So I thought that he hit her head on. It looked like they said he hit her from behind.
Yeah, which is just as fatal. Like,
yeah,
you driving that fast and you not moving at all, like. Too much direct impact, and
it's like you can't be going that fast and think if somebody's in front of you, you're not this ain't Fast and Furious, big dog. You ain't gonna be able to, like, you ain't on the NFL, you ain't on the field. I know when you're on the field, you can cut on a dime and get out of. You can't do that in the car. You're gonna hit that person.
Yeah, and it's like we all think like what inspires him to do that. Like, obviously he's drunk. But to me, it's like...
It's just young, dumb. Like, you young, you got a fast-ass car, you're obviously drunk, so you just zooming. You're just like, let's see how I could push it. I got this car because I like shit go fast, And for him, the worst mistake of his life that he's probably made to this point could potentially ruin the rest of his life.
Oh, it definitely ruined it. I mean, it's a lot of redemption he gonna have to do because he fucked up and he really did. For me, I'm just stuck on how much time they trying to give him. They really trying to hang him, and like, I get the setting of like example shit, but fuck, yeah. 20 to 40 years, like.
No, I'm saying like 20 to 40 years for like I said, for the dumbest mistake of your life. Like, you got to think like you should it's like you should be punished, right? Because the car accident happened. The young lady died. I do wonder, though, if her car didn't catch on fire, would she have died? Like, if she would just been able to, she got hit, she probably would have been injured like they were injured. But I wonder if the car wouldn't caught on fire, was she already dead, or did the fire is what?
She probably was knocked out for sure, and then the fire killed her, like, and shit like that. Nobody responded fast enough. But it's highly likely she could have still died because that's a lot of speed. And you think 20, 40 years is enough, or you think it's good?
I think I have like two thoughts on it, right? It's like I have that thought of, obviously, you were reckless, negligent, someone died. So there is an element of, if I was that person's family, how would I feel, right? But then there's also a side of me that's like, certain crimes like that are like, obviously, although they're stupid mistakes, it's just like something. It's like I feel like there's no rehabilitation for that because, you go to jail to be rehabbed and brought back. I feel like I can guarantee that he's never gonna do that again, right?
Oh,
like
really?
He's never gonna do that again, right? I could like, and even also like if the family of the person who got killed, right? Him going to prison, what does that really do? I would rather you be like, hey, Henry Ruggs has 4, huh?
Pay some motherfucking money.
That's what I'm about to say. Henry Ruggs has 4 more years on his Oakland Raiders contract. 50% of your contract is going to have to go to this family for these next 4 years. Like, that's just like him going to prison for 20 years is like, I don't know. Because I think because like I said, I think of prison as rehabilitate. Let's get this person. I mean, they're not doing rehabilitation, obviously. I'm not saying that's what they're doing. That's what it's supposed to be.
He left something in the comments. He said they tried to get her out. The metal was mangled. And basically didn't let her escape. People watched her burn alive, and she was conscious. That's
what I'm saying. That's like
me, that. When you bring that question about how would the family feel, or how would I feel if I was the family, like it's a very tough feeling. Like obviously you gotta pay. In my eyes, that's what I would think. And I said I would rather you fund my family for the mistake than you just go to jail and we in your career too. Because like I said, I see him getting 2 to 5 years. Like I mean, his career could have been over, but possibly getting out because 2 to 5 years, good behavior, shit like that. It could be just he could get out and maybe come back.
Yeah,
he has a life to live in a sense. And I like you said, the rehabilitation. I don't think the family would care that much about all that shit because it's like. It's either fuck them or they just don't care. They just really just think about their daughter. But, people going to have spite, especially when they're emotional. So I could get the family being like, fucking hang him as well. Like, he should never get out type shit. I could get the family thinking that. But for me, it's like it wasn't intentional. It was my daughter at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I wish things obviously wouldn't have went down like that, but I don't think I would want to hang the person because it's like obviously an asshole, but that's something you gotta live with forever. Like,
yeah, he gotta live. He gotta, like, especially at the scene, he was like crying, sobbing. Like, I mean, people say maybe he wasn't sobbing for her. He was just sobbing because he knew his shit was over with. So he's like,
oh my God,
realizing that. But we don't fucking know what he was crying about.
Like, he could have been crying about all that. What the fuck?
Yeah.
2 things could be true. Like, what the fuck? He knew he fucked his career over, and he knew he just made a huge mistake. And for me, it's like, how much do we take an effect when somebody drunk? We say when women drunk, when they give consent, that's not consent. So
I don't know what point you're trying to make right now.
When a drunk person is not making great decisions, so they're not as liable for something that they might have done when they're drunk.
Oh no, they don't work with drunk driving.
I understand that, but when you're drunk, you don't make good decisions.
Yeah.
So that alone, you have impaired. Like,
I get what you're saying, but
I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's not the same," but I'm just saying, like,
yeah, because when you drunk driving, you're getting behind that wheel of essentially a death machine,
and
kill a lot of people.
And let's be real: if you ever drove a fast car, it don't take that much to go that fast. 154, Bill fucking Jaguar, nigga. I pressed down on it. The 0 to 60 was like that. If I held it down, bro, I'd have been going 100 plus within like less than 5 seconds. Like, those cars go extremely fast, and he drunk, heavy foot. So it's not like I'm saying like I'm excusing this shit like he shouldn't go to jail. Obviously, they should go to jail. Take a lot of those drunk classes, AAA, AA, what the fuck this shit called?
AAA. You should have called AAA. That's what he should have done. He should have called AAA to come pick his ass up before he got in that damn car.
Obviously. And he got enough money. It's like, bro, why? Like I said, I still ponder why the motherfucker did it. I still think,
damn,
it's crazy.
You decided to get drunk and drive. He needs to sit on that at least 15 years.
So if you drink and drive, you should get 15 years in general, or if you
kill somebody.
See, that's my problem though. Everybody drink and drive, they just ain't fucked up yet.
I don't drink and drive.
I know, I shouldn't say everybody. My boy D-Friend is faithful to that shit.
I don't fuck with that shit. If I would even take a shot if I know I got to drive. I don't give a damn.
My nigga D-Friend loyal to that shit.
Because look at this shit that can happen. You could even like, you don't even got to be going 156 miles per hour. You could just get into a wreck, like just a normal wreck, and if that person dies and you drunk, you fried. I don't even want to risk that shit. Like I don't even want to. I saw a little white boy, and this was before this Henry Rugg shit happened. He killed somebody. That judge was, I forgot what the judge was. I forgot what his reason was for, but he was like, he was only like 18 years old. He gave him 18 years. I was like, damn, 18 years? Shit. Y'all be giving rapists like 5 years. Like, come on, dog.
That's what I'm saying. That's my thing. It's other shit that get just as much time.
And I get she died. I'm not saying like somebody dying, there should be consequences for that.
There's such thing is called manslaughter,
negligent homicide,
capital. Like it's levels to this shit. That would have been the involuntary manslaughter. He didn't intentionally do the shit. So that's usually 2 to 5. I mean, 5, I think, about 5 years. I don't know if it's 2 to 5 or 5 to 10. But I know it's 5 in the median. Is the median, I think. But, yeah, motherfuckers, like you said, raping and shit. And that's intentional. And most likely, a lot of times, the motherfuckers did it a few times.
Yeah. And also, I don't know the law in Vegas. So I don't know what their, like, mandatory minimums are, shit like that. But, like, some places, if you get a murder charge, you take a plea deal, you could probably get, like, 15 for that. For actually, like premeditated murder types. Like, I'm going to go murder this person. Like that, you get 15 for that.
Motherfuckers, they got it. They ain't do all 30.
Yeah. I just thinking like, because the other charges they charged him with having a firearm while being drunk, which his gun was probably just in his car to begin with. Like, there wasn't like a consequence of being drunk. He probably wasn't drunk, had it on him because he's a famous person, so he just got to have some protection. But they just so happened to be drunk with the firearm. They charged him with that. They charged him with something else. I forgot what the other one was. But they tacked on like 4 more charges to the original. That's why he's looking at like potentially now 46 years.
Yeah, I'm more on the side of that's something that he got to deal with personally. That's going to be something that people say it all the time. The first person you ever shoot or kill, you always will fucking remember. Or every person you kill, you remember. A lot of people say that as well. And that's intentional. He didn't mean to do it. Bro, we know some of our biggest mistakes we never forget.
Yeah.
We know that. Everybody that in the world know that. Your biggest mistakes, people say it. We used to have some huge-ass wins in life. Our biggest mistakes, some of our biggest haters stand out the most. That's our human subconscious for whatever reason, however we program. That nigga ain't no different. So we know he got to live with that in general as a person. That's I don't want to call it a demon, but a hurdle or an anchor that's going to be heavy on his heart that he got to figure out personally. So that's between him and God in my eyes. So a lot of that shit I can get as a society, we have to punish people. But to me, I think reasonably, him going through that already, losing his career, like you got to think, him losing millions of dollars really is enough. Now you trying to take on 15,
I think, like
40,
I said, I think like for the family, like you're not gonna get your daughter back, right? You're not gonna get her back. That's rest in peace to her, prayers to her family.
Hundreds of millions of dollars from this man, possibly. I'm sorry.
And obviously this was a stupid, idiotic mistake. Like I always say, drinking and driving, it don't take much. But his fact, he was going 150. His just like added on to, you know what I'm saying, onto the stupidity, going super fast on small little high or small area. His adds on. But like I said, 25 to 40 years for that. When it's like, when I think of people getting 20, I'm thinking of those people like consistent dangers to society, like the worst of the worst. Like I think he should probably get 5 years. And 5 years in prison. 10 years of supervised release and compensation to the victim's family.
Basically, they're trying to make him miserable because it's not like you said, when you think about why people should be in jail, nigga, you can't function in society. That's why you're not getting the fuck out. That's why niggas should get long stints of time. When you go to jail 3 times, they say 3 strikes, nigga, you're not getting out because we gave you 3 chances, which 2 chances technically, and you fucked that up too. So that's why people should get a long amount of time. I think he would have to do that at least another time.
What are you doing?
Caitlyn Jenner, Kris Jenner.
That's different.
How?
They weren't drunk.
But they killed somebody driving.
But they got that's complete. When you just get into an accident, you kill somebody. Yeah, you should. There's something to that. But when you're drunk and you kill somebody, they look at that differently.
I'm just saying. I feel like I've heard people do shit like this and didn't get that amount of time. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who's been drunk and did it that because there's even I've seen they saying there's other NFL players that have gotten into deadly car accidents, but I just don't think they were drunk. Like if you get to an accident, like an accident when you're not drunk and somebody dies, it's like that was clearly like, you know.
So for me, when I think about how everything is, I mean, basically built on money. If you can't give, I would want the first thing, give them money. Give the family is 50% of his shit, maybe for the next 10 years if he even lasts that long. I think that's the best thing that can happen for that family.
Yeah.
In the dealing with the circumstances. B, he goes to jail 2 to 5 years. Plus, this nigga loses the chances of making $100 million because he got a contract now. But let's think about the potential of this dude. He was a first-round draft pick or something like that, maybe second round.
No, he's first.
Exactly, first-round draft pick.
Damn near top 10.
Pretty good. He could sponsorships, endorsements, lost all that.
Yeah,
that's if we really being honest, that's fucking enough. Even if he didn't go to jail, that's fucking enough if you ask me.
Well, for him, not for me.
What you mean?
If he killed my daughter, I want you to go to jail for some time. Let you know what I'm saying? Like, that's enough for him, of course.
I feel like if you get let go from the NFL for 2 to 5 years and not even going to jail, that's enough.
No, yeah, that's enough for him.
Plan B, because that's plan A was the better option, obviously. But I'm not plan B unreasonable to you.
Yeah, because he could just be a regular motherfucker. That's just like saying.
But the depression and that's a punishment, bro. That's a huge punishment, bro. You didn't just find a nigga. You took his whole possible this nigga might got to go back to working a 9 to 5. That's a punishment, nigga.
Tough titty.
That's a fucking punishment. When you have millions of dollars on you and you got to go work like a normal person again. Oh, that's very humbling.
Nah,
that's humbling for a regular nigga.
Like I said, I think 5 years, 10 years of supervised release, 50% of your contracts if you get back into the league, or some kind of payment to me initially. And I think if that was me, I don't know what this family thinks, but if that was me, I would see that as a just due. Actually, I don't know. If he killed my daughter, I might just want him dead. I might just be like, fucking give him the damn needle. If it was my daughter, I don't fucking know. But I'm trying to think of it like rationally. What's an actual fair and honest punishment for this? 40 years in prison? I don't think so. I don't think 40 years.
The least rational is 5+ years for me. Because even when I think about how punishment should be reconsidered in general, I'm not thinking about how emotionally, I'm not thinking about how America should do it, or I'm just thinking about how if I was running some shit, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think you already take because judges weigh all of your losses. Like, they don't just take, we're going to punish you. Like, let's be real, like a real judge. I think in other situations, like if you was married or some shit, like if you had lost or you gained certain shit, they're going to take all that into account. Ability, if it's like a financial thing or something like that. But I guess that's not financial, whatever. But I'm just saying, I would put that into perspective. So I think it's not unreasonable to think like that.
Everybody's saying the same thing. 15. Damn, yeah, 15? Shit.
To me, people thinking like how if it was my daughter, obviously I can understand that. So that's how you would feel. That's fine. But to me, someone losing hundreds of millions of dollars.
I'm thinking if I was a judge on a bench. I'm thinking if I'm a judge, like if I'm presiding over this case, if I was to look at the law, like I would like to see what are the what do they call it? What's the precedents set for this thing going on? Because there's obviously this has happened before. I'm sure it's happened in Vegas. Vegas is a crazy place. I'm sure it's happened multiple times in Vegas. Like, what's the average charge you give somebody with this, depending on circumstances? And obviously, if you have money, if you have money, they factor that in because, you could take that time, but you can also give compensation. So the amount of compensation you can give it's like a fine. Like, they'll give you time and a fine. If you're a poor person and it's like you have the option, like, hey, we'll give you 5 years, but you got to pay a $250,000 fine. or you get 10 years because you can't pay $250,000. I feel like shit like that happens. But with him, like they know you can pay, so we're gonna give you 5 years and you're gonna pay.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's him paying, but think about him actually losing too. And like other people that may have been rich and gotten in certain situations, like you can't take their money because it may not have had nothing to do with that incident. For him, he lost his bread, like how he eats, and they can take all his shit because he basically negated his contract by, making a team look bad or branding fuck ups and all this other shit that they can say. So they can take all his money. And then we talk about potential money that this man could play 10, 15 years. Come on, bro. Like,
he said, I'm in Texas. So 15 is light. Somebody lost their life. You'll get life down here. We're from Texas too. I don't think you get life in prison for drunk driving, do you?
No.
I don't think so.
You get a lot of time though. You get I know you get a lot of time, but like I said, it's not the regular case when you think about a person losing that amount of money in my eyes.
I'm trying to see.
I guess
in Texas, vehicular manslaughter penalties in Texas generally a second-degree felony. This offense can result in prison sentence from 2 to 20 years.
2 to 20.
2 to 20.
And for me,
if you're saying 15, that's on the high side. So like I said, 5 years in compensation. But I mean, obviously it's not in Texas. It's in Vegas, but still.
People only thinking about it from the family side and them being emotional and not thinking about can the family gain in the sense of obviously they had a tremendous loss, but can they benefit? Because, I mean, he can pay. Most people get in a fucked up situation, and it's the person that's fucked up as well, can't get nothing out of it. At least they can at least benefit something out of it. I think that's reasonable as fuck. I think that should be, if he does something like that, that should be way less heavy on his, like, judgment. Like, obviously, bro, when you make a certain amount of money, I'm not saying that it makes sense that you should be not punished because you make money, but nigga, if you have the possibility of losing money or have to give a lot of money away, I think that should help against your judgment. Like, bro, money is a big changing deal. Like, and I'm not saying it diminishes your shit, but I think if he was a repeat offender, it'd be different.
Yeah. Like I said, his one biggest mistake that we know about of his life, potentially, like I said, this isn't like if he did this and he got, say the judge gave him 2 years, right? And then he did it again. Okay, obviously he ain't learned. Throw the book at his ass.
Exactly. Like, it's
get
his
him out of here. He's obviously
people not
a
thinking
continuous
like
offender of this.
People so heavy-handed so fast. And what if you was fucked up? What if, like, some of the shit y'all did when y'all was kids? Like, stop. What if that shit went wrong? Come on, bro. A lot of shit y'all got away with. A lot of shit you chunked it up because you was kids, or your parents got you out of shit. Come on now. Now, imagine if certain shit went wrong. Come on now. I'm not saying like it was you're an evil person, a bad person, but we kids and we make mistakes. That man's a kid with a lot of fucking money. Come on, bro. Like, let's not be like too fucking crazy about this shit.
Let's not get hasty.
Let's not get hasty. You feel that shit. Come on, bro. You got to be real. Like,
I think as a judge, I got like, because y'all are saying 15 years. That's why I say 5 years prison, 10 years supervised release. Supervised release ain't nothing fun. He got to probably go get tested. There's a lot of things that can get him sent back to prison. Like, he still got to be on his P's and Q's with that 10 years of release. Look at Meek Mill. Meek Mill was on that shit for 10 years. Look at how many times his ass went back to jail off of some old shit he did. So being out on parole ain't nothing nice either. So that's why I said 5 years prison. Maybe not even 5. 5 might even seem like a little, like Texas is 2 to 4, maybe 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna play in the NFL no more though.
Exactly, and that's what
I think we live in a society like maybe this is like early 2000s type shit. Well, I don't know. What do you think? No, because that was early 2000s. Like Michael Vick and the dog shit. They let him come back.
He was too young. He didn't get the shine yet, so he don't have nothing that people remember for him.
Yeah, he wasn't Mike Vick. Yeah, that's true.
Like even he not Mike Vick. He not.
I don't know who else went to prison.
Ricky Williams, like just to say like how people get kicked out and get brought back in. Like he didn't have like a great moment where niggas was like, oh, he can come back.
Yeah.
It's other niggas, Antonio Brown. It's a lot of niggas that Josh Gordon, like they get kicked out.
Greg Hardy beat up his girlfriend. Cowboys
like,
still picked him up.
Yeah, but he was just so cold. Niggas was like, but if he had the talent, if he just that much of a specimen, still he keeps his shit in shape and jail or whatever happened. I mean, it's possible if he had got like less than 5 or early release or something like that. But yeah. I said I think it's fucking shitty. I think if he doesn't fucking have grief for what the fuck he did, then yeah, he's a horrible fucking person. But I don't think he should be hung on his first mistake. Let him make another mistake. Obviously, we won't hope that it be that big, but everyone's afforded their a second mistake, bro. At least, bro. I'm sorry if everybody got hung on their first mistake, bro, or got caught and then got hung on their first mistake because we all had it.
A lot of us wouldn't be here right now.
Little money, because let's think about white people don't think about killing. Let's add money into the little money schemes that your family knows. Little shit that you got.
Little money scheme, motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers with drugs and shit. Imagine if you got pulled over and the cops did find your stash, dude. Like, and they hang you. Like, come on. Like, bro, we do shit that's deemed, because when we talk about some of the drugs, mushrooms and shit like that, that's a fucking, what's that shit called? Substance 1 drug.
Yeah.
They want to hang you, they could. But you gotta let people be afforded, not to be.
I think it's just because the person died. That's like if it was a drunk driving accident, you wouldn't see the cause for the long. But someone died, so like I said, someone died. There is negligence. There should be punishment, but I don't think sending Henry Ruggs to prison for 20 years is like.
So can I ask this? The fact that she was still conscious, and the fact that she just couldn't get out the car, like.
He was the cause of her not being able to get out the car.
No, I understand that. Obviously, that's the thing, but it wasn't like the wreck initially just killed her from the jump. Like she still was alive.
Yeah.
It just was unfortunate. The car got fucked up as well, and the car caught on fire, which is, I mean, obviously his fault. I'm not saying it's not his fault, but I'm just saying it's not like the wreck was like head on done. Like she was dead from the scene, like whatever. But I'm just saying, is that like, do you weigh that? That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying I'm weighing that as a yes or no. I'm just asking, do you weigh that? Because if she was, let's say the car didn't catch on fire, she was able to get out.
Then it's a different conversation. Then it's like, I don't know what the time for that is. I'm sure there's still
just very unfucking fortunate.
DUI, prison, jail, or maybe like jail time, maybe like 6 months in jail for something like that. But a death adds years to whatever situation. Like robbery, like it's like robbery. Robbery, you might get 10, but if there's a death involved in the robbery, you might get life. Anything that adds death to the equation.
But to me, that's a completely different. Like, nigga, you decided to pull the trigger and kill somebody. For sure. He got into an accident, which was a bad wreck. But he said he wouldn't play because it's too many people have voices through social media. I kind of disagree in a sense of he wouldn't play because his voice is not big enough. But if he had a big enough impact and he did enough, I'm pretty sure it's all about money. If he can compensate more than the noise that he's bringing in, he has a chance.
I think it also depends on what you do and what you play. Like receivers, like of course we've seen Antonio Brown, but he's not really the same Antonio Brown. If he was a quarterback, like if this was Lamar Jackson, he's coming back. If it's Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, like I wouldn't even question them being able to come back. I wouldn't even question it. It wouldn't even be a thought.
Yeah, you're right.
It wouldn't even be a thought. Like, look at Deshaun Watson. They're all allegations right now, and nothing's confirmed. He ain't been to prison. Team still want him on the damn team, and I would think multiple sexual assault cases in today's online, a death is a death, right? I'm not talking about in real life actuality. I'm just talking about like what people really focus on social media. Like that whole Me Too is like a big thing. People still want to bring him on the team, and they're willing to take that blowback.
I think the NFL know more than the public
about that situation.
Yeah, I don't think I don't even think trade negotiations will even be a thing. I don't even think he would even be on the Texans anymore if they did a proper investigation like I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it may be something that they know.
Okay.
That's just a hunch. Obviously I don't have any inside information, but that's a hunch to me. They have all the money. We was told as football players, when you get drafted, the team goes talk to even your college recruits. Go talk to all your teachers. Go talk to your job. They follow you. They go to your favorite club. They see somebody got in trouble. The nigga that got he used to play on Oklahoma State.
Des Bryant?
Fuck, I forgot his name. He was a good receiver at Oklahoma State.
Des Bryant?
Who?
Des Bryant?
No, not him. It was someone came a little later than him. But they said they follow him, and he used to go to a bar every motherfucking day almost, or weekly. And that was something they found out through following them. So, bro, they got money to watch you and investigate. So I'm pretty sure they understand what's going on with him.
Oh, look, so I didn't mean to, get off this conversation, but like I said, we are a little tight on time because UFC 268 is about to take place in 30 minutes. But we were going to talk about the whole Biden mandate thing because you were about to have to start getting tested every single week. But it looks like breaking Fifth Circuit Court temporarily blocks OSHA vaccine mandate because the petitions give cause to believe there are grave statutory and constitutional issues with the mandate. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't really know what those words and terms mean, but I know what temporarily blocked means. So for right now,
get the fuck up out of here.
It's temporarily
pedophile ass nigga.
Okay. I mean, I don't know about all that, but
I know about it.
What you know?
He might not know, but I know, Joe. Uncle Joe. I'm on my Alex Jones friend. Uncle. That's why they call him Uncle. Motherfucker. Nasty ass uncle. It's that nasty ass uncle. And he even acted more nasty with the motherfucking mandate. That's some wild ass shit.
You think the mandate's nastier than pedophilia?
Huh?
I say you think the mandate's nastier than pedophilia?
No, it's just
it's just ass.
It's up there. It's up there. You taking my motherfucking race away. You doing the same thing to kids as you trying to rape me with your motherfucking medicine.
Nah, they just get it up your nose, man. Get tested every week. Get up in their nose.
You lose your job that's supporting your life that you love or are content with or don't want to lose at best. Because that's really the risk. Because, bro, taking a test every week, you're going to slip. And that's annoying. Or peer pressure, really survival pressure into motherfucking taking the vaccine. Because really, every motherfucking day, every week until how long?
Today. That is true. That is true. That's the thing I want to know. How long is this a forever thing? Like, how long? Like, I wonder when, I honestly want to know. When do y'all believe, in the comment section, because I don't know this answer, when do y'all believe the coronavirus pandemic will be? Now, I want to say over because I feel like it's always going to be around. Like, it'll end up eventually being like the flu, like where there's going to be people who die from it, people get it, they don't. Like, it's going to be like that. But when do you think the hysteria around it? Do you think it's going to be at the end of 2022? 2023, when do you think that is going to go away completely? Like, when is COVID not even going to be talked about anymore?
You motherfuckers grow some nuts and say stop talking about this shit. That's when. They going to push this shit as long as they can. Long as motherfuckers acting scared and doing everything they say, I'm telling you, it's what's the TV show everybody been fucking talking about?
Squid Games?
It's Squid Games. Nigga, wear 3 masks. Wear 2 masks. It's stop and go. Nigga, it's Simon Says, nigga, with this shit. Until you niggas stop playing the game. They gonna push it as far as they want. Like, it's like 9/11. They dragged that shit out. They still dragging that shit out. They created a fear with some terrorists that was, might I say, bullshit, because niggas were CIA operatives and all this other shit. Look it up.
Well, they were trained by the CIA to defeat the Soviets, but then they ended up turning on us afterwards. That's what I read. I don't know. That's what I read. They trained them to go against. So I think it was the Soviets, and then later on they ended up fucking over us. Right.
That's the thing, right? So they also create these fucking rebels and shit to fuck up the fucking systems and societies that go on that's already established and civilized. Now we have an excuse to come in because you have fucking terrorists. Now you need help.
I mean, I get what you're saying, because I think it is like that. Like with 9/11, it's like, okay, 9/11 happens, then what happens next? Then you have the whole, now we can, not even that, whatever happened here. Now we can surveil what Americans are doing. We got, I don't know what it's called. It's called something, right? Surveilling American, the Patriot Act. We on y'all ass too. We can surveil y'all. And that's when the guy Edward Snowden, he leaked information about the government spying on people, and now he's in Russia for the rest of his life because they wanted to bring his ass over here and fuck him up, but he's over there in Russia. Then with COVID shit, it's like, okay, how far can it be taken to where it's like, okay, now everything is mandatory, this and that. I don't know. I think me personally, right, I don't really got to, like, I work from home, so I don't know how this affects me. Like, I'm not around anybody, so would I have, like, if I work from home, do I got to take a daily test too if I don't get the vaccine? Like, do I have to get a weekly test? I'm not around nobody.
And then it's like they really trying to touch us, though. They really trying to get at the niggas like us, like in the minorities, bro. I don't know why. Because it's like they said, even if your building don't have 100 people, which makes no fucking sense, and your corporation has 100 people, it makes no fucking sense.
I see what you're saying. Because you work at a location that doesn't have 100 employees, but the overall network of the company has over 100
employees. Motherfucking nigga working at Mattress Firm inside the building.
It's three people.
Got 3 niggas in there, but Mattress Firm is overall got hundreds. I gotta take the test. It's me, John, and Steve.
Yeah.
Fuck. And we be around each other, so we probably already immune to each other. Like, that's how shit works.
Immune to each other.
They are.
Now, I get what you're saying. Like, this just goes into bigger problems, I feel like, for Democrats. And we talked about this a lot, and it's coming into fruition. I did a full breakdown of what happened in Virginia. Democrats thought they had Virginia on lockdown. They thought they was going to win Virginia. What happened? The Republican governor came in, and they took over. You know why they took over? They didn't take over because Democrats started flipping on them. If you look at the Democrats, it was like, if you're a registered Democrat, you voted 96% for Democrat. If you're a registered Republican, you voted for Republican. It's the goddamn independents. For Trump, the independents voted for Trump at 38%, right? But for the new guy, they voted for him 54%. And if you don't think that got something to do with the rhetoric, because I said, when you start fucking with the people who don't really pay attention to this shit, when they start paying attention, like if you don't pay attention to, think about all like the dudes we used to work with in warehouses, right? They don't give a fuck about politics. But when they look up and they see, hey, you guys are going to have to do this to go to work. And they look up and they see a Democratic person saying, do this, mandate. And they see a Republican saying, no mandates, let people do what they want. Who do you naturally think they're going to go and vote for? Who do you think they're going to go vote for?
I don't even vote, motherfucker. I'm about to be so red, I got a Confederate flag.
Oh, goddamn.
hey.
Oh, I got a Confederate flag. Hell no.
I would rather be a Confederate than goddamn take that shit. I don't give a fuck. It's the same difference. And they trying to hate, bro, they taking our rights.
Brian's going to be at the damn QAnon rallies.
Help
they going to be out. Get me the fuck out of here.
No.
You had damn QAnon rallies. Thinking JFK gonna come from the dead to run with Donald Trump.
Hey, it's all jokes, but them niggas wildin', bro. Like, bro,
it's like, bro, you're not gonna. I mean, cut you off, but it's like I keep saying, bro. It's like all that, but he's racist. Hey, that shit's not gonna work. You need a new playbook. It would maybe work if the mandate shit wasn't going on. But when you think about people feel like you're affecting their actual real day-to-day lives, it's either you telling somebody that somebody's racist versus hey, we're gonna make this mandatory. A lot of people can be like, he may be racist, or y'all say he's racist. He really ain't gonna really fuck with me, but y'all fucking with me. He probably ain't gonna be able to pass no racist policy or whatever the idea, whatever the fuck. But y'all gonna pass something that's gonna affect me.
This shit is as racist and classist as it get. I'm sorry. That's some shit, bro. That mandate is deadly, bro. Like, if they're able to pass shit like that, that's just step one. This shit's a slippery slope, brothers. And that, if he can make me have to take some shit, that's my best way of surviving. Because obviously God got better plans. My path is been figured out. But saying, bro, like, you putting people against the wall right now, mentally. And shout out to, we're going to do a Kanye jump. This nigga said we was in World War III. And brother, that shit's hit light bulbs. Even if China a part of it, China doing shit over here, they're doing shit over there. Regardless, it's a classism war, bro. And the corporations are dominating us, bro. Like, these niggas is pushing the needle on how much they can get across on us, bro. Like, they monopolizing us as a people, and we just looking like, oh my God, what else you gonna tell us to do? If you get to pass that shit, bro, you got me against the wall. I can't do nothing at that point. I ain't got no rights. Come on, like, and that's the part of the World War III. He ain't say this. He ain't bring in the whole shot and all that shit. But regardless, the motherfucker was saying, bro, the attack on the mental, us going against each other when it's like a whole bigger war out here, when we all doing the same survival, like, he could have went into it more, but obviously Kanye rants. But that was a very powerful statement, and that's a part of that shit, bro. It's a lot of shit as far as them dominating the mind and how we think. That's a part of World War III. And when we break out of that, bro, because we got so much information, bro, it's going to be like, it's beautiful. Bro, humans can fucking, because it's like we got the bully, and once we get the bully off, they can't charge us to play on the playground no more type shit. And it's so much fun. I feel like that's how it is. Because humans have the capacity to do some amazing shit. We already done it. But the fact that motherfuckers, so we got homeless people, opioid crisis, we obviously not doing it as productive as we could. So that I think that's a part of the World War III, bro. It's like they keep us docile, they keep us fucked up mentally, and they find ways to capitalize on that easy because we narrow vision in as far as us.
Oh, you know what I just thought about too? Yeah, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose in the mid. I just already could see like anybody can see. Even if you're a Democrat, you gotta like. If you're a Democrat or a Republican, right? Like I said, I would see myself more as I wouldn't even say I'm an independent. I'd just be looking at both sides. I could see the bad in each. I could see, that policy makes sense. That policy makes sense. The writing's on the wall. Now, they passed that 5 to 11-year-olds can get the vaccine now. Y'all are only gonna, and then y'all gonna start trying to mandate it for schools. You're only gonna continue to make people want to vote for the side they feel like isn't going to push that. Now, this is where you get the real separation. You really create a third-party system. If Republicans do take over and they start pushing the same shit, that's why I feel like you start to get that third party that can really form. If a third party forms together, that'll be the most powerful shit. If you get independents who ain't either on one side or the other, they form their own shit, that'll probably be the most powerful political party. I think so.
I agree with you 100%, but that's a part of World War III as well. All this control and thinking we need that shit, we don't. We don't. In a more productive way, we could push the barriers like them idiots did at Travis Scott shit. And we got niggas like Tesla. What's the nigga name? We got niggas like that ready to fucking thrive as homeless people. We got too much brilliance for niggas to be caught up on survival. Once we stop having to pay these outrageous taxes, stop going to these fake ass wars and actually invest into the people. Like, if we actually because you gotta think, they use our money. If we was like, no, y'all can't do that shit no more. If we gonna have money, niggas going back into us. Like, no, stop bailing out these dumbass companies that's taking advantage of us and then fucking up the same money they have. So if people thought like that, I think that's the end of the World War III. Less government and more free thinkers. And we don't need your dumbass educational system because you're just creating workers and future prison mates, literally. So, and the 1% of people that may get lucky. So, yeah, it shouldn't be 1%. I can't say everybody's gonna be this super successful person, but our classes
that's never gonna happen. In any society, there's never gonna be a place where everybody is
100%.
on the
but
same.
Our weakest link, 100%. But our weakest link shouldn't be that weak. If we're a chain as far as a nation and society, let's be real. The homeless part is a chain in our society. If that's an example of our chain, we don't have a strong chain as a society. So our even if everybody can't be at the top, it shouldn't be that weak of an end. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Kanye said some people want to be homeless. He said he homeless.
That's understandable, but not at that rate. Not at that rate. And he was talking about rich people more than he talking about actually poor people. And a lot of people, they may prefer to be poor because it's so harder to be mediocre. It's hard as fuck to be mediocre. Working 9 to 5 it's hard as fuck to be mediocre. Now think about being successful. That's draining. If you don't have the mental, Kevin Hart, well, how much he sleeps? 4 hours a day?
The Rock with all these ones, they be working. Hell no.
That's miserable if you really think about it. Like, if that's what it takes to be that successful, where you don't have to really think about, like, let's be real. In real life, you form your first 4 years of forming your crops or 5 years may be hard, but after you progress and shit begins to tend itself. It starts to make itself, like how money makes itself. Your farming starts to produce where you don't have to stress as much as you had to when you built the foundation. That's how society should kind of be. But like I said, you do that. We be mediocre for 15, 30, 40 years and still can't retire. That's when niggas start going homeless, when it's time to retire. So you worked all your life for nothing. Like, so no, that's why I'm like, bro, this Democrat Republican shit, that's still a part of the World War III, if you ask me. But I'm not gonna say baby steps don't matter. The fact that I see that this shit makes people be more vigilant to the fucked up shit and policies niggas can push is enough in the right direction. So I would agree with you on that. So I do like that. The fact that you making niggas so mad because niggas is inherently vote Democrat. The fact that you making niggas wake up, that gives us power again. Because if we are gonna participate in the system, at least we get to have some type of power. So I agree on that too. I ain't gonna be so futuristic and shit like that as much, but I'm just saying, as far as the Kanye rant, that's a part of that. But it is a step in the right direction if people start going, like, maybe I do need to take another side, or maybe we can liberate the libertarians or another fucking group that comes out of fucking nowhere or some shit like that.
Now you calling me. What's up, man? You on the podcast? What's going on?
He heard it. He felt that we was talking about Kanye.
Yeah. Oh, you can't hear, Bryce.
E3 was a Kanye conversation.
That's why you didn't text me, man. I was trying to get the link to the fight. My bad, fam.
Nah, you good. I'll send the hoe to you. I'll send you the link.
What y'all talking about today? What's today's topic?
You know we talking about Kanye.
Talking about Kanye bitch ass. We talk about
Y'all live?
yeah, we live.
Man, how come I didn't get the damn notification?
I don't know. Well, go on and get notified. I'm gonna send you the link though. We about to get up off here, watch the fights anyways.
Tell everybody stop what they doing and go jam that Chanel and all streaming platforms.
Say it again.
He said, say it again.
Youngsko Chanel is on all streaming platforms. Go stream it.
Chanel.
Hey, fine, low, bro. You being mighty disrespectful to my nigga Love. That nigga his third love, his fourth love now is Harry Potter, nigga. Oh, his fifth love because he got his. Outside his family, nigga, his third love is Harry Potter. Shit.
You see the vibes? What's going on, big dog? You see the fucking vibes?
And I ain't gonna lie to you, the metal, the spiritual shit in Harry Potter, I love that shit. So I'm right there with him, honestly, with how much I love it. But
they be getting on my ass because I got this Yoda shit, and I said I ain't never even watched Star Wars before, but I think that shit look live though. I thought it was a live poster, but I never like really watched Star Wars before, but. I got like Yoda shit. Yoda just an iconic, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know I know Star Wars is iconic. I just ain't really, you know.
Big emerald thoughts in the flesh.
Got into it.
Wise one. Yoda my favorite Star Wars character. So I mean, it makes sense that he gets so much love.
And I got this shit at Hobby Lobby. This shit was just fucking fire. I gotta cop that. But anyways, we got 9 minutes left till the fight starts. What I want to talk about Aaron Rodgers, but there's the Kanye shit. I could really go through the Aaron Rodgers shit really quickly, right? So, Aaron Rodgers, what happened?
Kanye shit.
What we gotta say about Kanye?
I thought you said you could. All right, my bad. Go back to go.
The Aaron Rodgers shit was only my thing with him is he said he got immunized when they asked him a couple months ago, but then they find out he didn't get the vaccine. He said immunized and vaccinated means two different things. He said he's going to get attacked by the woke mob. He wanted to do more research into it. He wants kids eventually. There's not a lot of long-term research on the fertility of the vaccine. His words, YouTube, don't ban me because you know YouTube be on that bullshit. What else he say? And then he also said, these are the buzzwords I knew that was going to get
Nicki Minaj might have been right.
I don't know.
Criticize.
And then he brought up Joe Rogan gave him advice to take ivermectin. I was like, they're going to kill him for that. And that was pretty much the buzzwords he used. And I was like, it was literally people like putting him on the QAnon spectrum. He's an idiot. People's like, he'll listen to Joe Rogan, but won't listen to scientists. I was like, bro, I hate media because like, because I know people aren't gonna listen. Like I be trying. Like I might get shit wrong every once in a while. Like there might be a story that I read and there might be additional information I didn't get, but I don't look at people tweet. Like I don't look at Jamel Hill tweet and be like, oh, that's the correct information. Jamel Hill said Aaron Rodgers would rather listen to Joe Rogan, a comedian, than medical professionals. I was like, you're being, misleading because he said I listened to Joe Rogan and then I went and spoke with my personal medical staff. Because if you don't think these big balling NFL dudes got their own personal medical staff, you're wilding. Tom Brady probably got his own personal medical team that he consults with. So he let his medical team know what Joe said, and they told him that's good for you to take as well. So he took that shit, What the hell he talking about? I ain't gonna lie, I stayed up the night before the 7th. Look drop. Couldn't wait to read that bit. Harry Potter fire. You know the fucking vibes. Come on, man. You have heard of Nikki's husband, her brother, dating Safari that long, dating Meek. We got to question her logic.
I wanted to wait to this shit because I didn't want to watch the shit. What the fuck is this Joe Budden gay shit?
That wasn't real.
Okay.
No, he said that, but that wasn't real.
Okay.
I bet they added that bisexual part because I went into the actual podcast. Listen, everything he said on the podcast. He did say those things, but he was having a conversation about the baby and like the CEO of this organization, this LGBTQ organization, giving his blessing to perform in future performances. He was just like, I think that's nasty that like I'm giving him my blessing and this and that. And he said, and it was pretty much like, if they have that much power, then fuck it, I'm bisexual. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I want to be a part of this superstar. I'm bisexual. Like, fuck it. It was like a troll like that, but people...
My motherfuckers took this shit.
And they take everything. It's the same thing with the Boosie shit. People really think Boosie got confronted by a gay dude for Lil Nas X. People really think that.
I mean, it ain't after Lupa happened.
That shit, bro, think about it, bro. I feel like just the character we see Boosie as, if somebody really confronted him, it wouldn't have been he would have attacked. I feel like from what we've heard of Boosie, I thought he would have attacked.
I don't think so.
He would have attacked. Fuck that. He would have attacked. And then you see the cameras all around. It looked like a setup. I'm like, people really believe this shit.
At first. I think I seen the good clip where all that was edited out. I don't think I seen the clip with the shit in it.
Oh, like this shit ain't. I'm like this shit ain't real. But that's the power of the internet. You just got to put something out there. It don't even got to be full context. And people just, if they don't like you, off to the races it goes. What's the saying they say? A lie makes itself around the world twice before the truth even gets out of bed.
That's a good statement.
I think that's what it is. It's like a lie travels around the world twice before the truth even gets out of bed. That's I think what it is.
Cool. I've heard that. I mean, shit. We all been there. High school, workplace, rumors and shit like that.
I was talking about that too. I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? There was a story I was talking about, and I was talking about just people's perception of shit. And I was like, the perception people had at Blake's house. I'm like even like when that whole situation with you happened, and like the teacher came up to me and said, we know what happened at Blake, what happens at that house. And I'm like, I'm thinking in my head like, bro, we be playing video games. Like, what the fuck do we be doing? Like, yeah, a girl might come over. Somebody might, like, you know, have sex with her. But it ain't like this wild, crazy, un-high school style thing that you would think would happen. Like, it ain't like we was, like, inviting 5 girls over every day after school, new random chick every day coming to Blake's house, and we all smashing them, and then the next 5 come the next day. And it wasn't no shit like that.
Nah, but it was pretty fun.
No, but it was fun. But the way he said it to me was like it was some like wild, crazy. Like,
when you think about the accumulation of fun that we had, a fucking blast. But no, they were thinking we were like wilding,
having orgies and like all kind of like they thought we was wilding out over there.
No. We wouldn't have like our girlfriends came over and girls that possibly that we thought, but a lot of times people just came over to chill more than anything.
Yeah. A
lot of playing the games, a lot of eating pizza bagels. That really was about it.
That was it.
But I mean, we hide and go seek. Like we used to have fun. Like we used to have a lot of fucking fun. Then we had the occasional party. And that's when shit got wild.
Yeah.
Whole motherfucking marble granite countertop broke. Craziest shit ever.
Yeah, wild times.
Craziest shit ever. I'm literally, as I'm open, I'm coming from the back patio, backyard. It's obviously an open window because it's one of the back patio portions. As soon as I'm opening the door, everybody sitting on top of it, it won't.
Like a domino effect. It just the whole granite, a big ass granite countertop just crumbles.
Everybody immediately evacuated the premises, and we were just stuck there like
with the granite in our hand, like fuck.
Bro, we real niggas. We ain't leave. We stayed there.
We ain't leave till we got kicked out.
Yeah, we stayed there, but everybody else dipped, and we was like, why these motherfuckers sit on the countertop? That's all we could think. Like, we was like, God damn. Bill hated us for that shit.
Yeah,
but I feel like
I get it, though. I get it.
I feel like Bill hated it, but he loved it because it was like, oh, these niggas are living it the fuck up.
I highly doubt he thought that.
I don't mean niggas, but
no, not even the nigga part. Just I feel like I doubt he was like, oh, they're living life.
I'm dead ass. Like his son's being good at football. His son's being known. His son's bringing over the guys. He hired us. He took us out to eat. Bro, he always let us come back. Even after that shit, we came back. Like, bro, he loved the environment. I'm sorry. I really feel that. Like, not so much the nigga couldn't sleep, but the fact that we were fun, the fact, like, niggas like Greg made this nigga constantly laugh. Like, the nigga was out, like, bro, Najee, bro, I'm telling you, like, the nigga loved this shit, bro. Like, I can say it was fun, bro. Even moms talk about how fun those times are. Like, it's different, bro, when your kids are in that age group and they friends come over and they fun. Like, it ain't like we was some dweebs or some shit.
Yeah.
I think
shit.
I think it was cool.
Oh boy, I'm about to say, where the fuck is that fight at? It's 9:00, man. I don't know if you got anything else, but we about to tune into these fights.
Yes, sir. Y'all can tune in. Now we about to be live again on the fights, but we ain't gonna be fighting like that.
I'm ready for this UFC 268 stream. I'm about to take this stream down. We about to come back up. UFC 268. Bryce, you find you a link, pull it up, send me a link. Actually, my bad, Dana White. We're going to pay for it, and then we're going to come back. We're going to stream. We're going to talk about it. We'll be back. UFC 268. Appreciate you guys for watching the stream. Flying Low, salute to you at every stream, Flying Low. Salute to everybody else who's in the chat.
Real one. Everybody, thank y'all for commenting. Thank y'all for pulling up.
See y'all in about 5 minutes, man. Peace.